What's up, everybody? Today is a completely different type of video. Today is actually the story about how I got scammed. If you guys don't know, I run a clothing brand, Preview. Obviously, I'm basically wearing it in most of my videos at this point. And yeah, I got. And yeah, I've definitely made a bunch of mistakes. Here's this story. Let me know if you guys fuck with this. I'm kind of rambling a little bit because I honestly don't have this planned at all. I basically run a clothing brand. That's like the main thing I do outside of YouTube, and I have a couple other jobs that I work. I was still pretty new to it. Most of the stuff I was making at the time, this was probably 2020, maybe early 2021. Most of the stuff at this point I was making out of my house, straight out the kitchen. And this was like the first time I was actually going to be working with like a real manufacturer, you know what I mean? I basically find this manufacturing brand on Instagram. Now, keep in mind, most of the time, like, you know, I'm very hesitant on stuff like this at the end of the day. I don't really trust people. I don't really trust companies. You know, it's just a little sketchy in my mind. But the thing that really got me with this brand was that it had 120,000 followers. All the views and likes and comments were like sort of on par with their follower number. You know what I mean? It was making sense. It wasn't like they were getting 50 comments and they had 200,000. You know what I mean? They were getting consistent views, consistent everything. So it was kind of believable. They had a couple customer reviews on there. He showed videos of the factory. This dude Malik that owns it, fat bitch. I still hate that dude, I'm not gonna lie. Karma's gonna get him at some point, but he's showing all this stuff, you know what I mean? It looks mad professional, it looks real. So I'm like, all right, bet. Let me place an order. I had these hoodies. Basically, if you've ever seen what a Bape hoodie looks like, it was almost that, but it had like a globe face. It was some dumb shit, you know what I mean? This was like 5 years ago, and this is my first time even trying to manufacture. So I was trying something. Most manufacturers, they'll talk to you through a different voice chat. He basically just wanted me to add him on WhatsApp. Most manufacturers do that, so that's cool with me, whatever. It was that and some jeans, basically. So it was only two things, and I believe he told me the price was around 5,000, I believe, for that and the shipping. And I was like, all right. Like, damn, that's expensive, you know what I mean? Obviously, I don't really got too much money. I had that, but that was also the time unemployment was hitting, bro. At the end of the day, like, if you know, you know. If you were around for that, then you know. Those were some crazy days at the end of the day. The government was giving out too much money. I had it at that point, you know what I mean? So I figured, fuck it, I'm gonna take this risk. Sent it in, whatever. Now, the first red flag I'm getting, payment comes up. Now, usually I try to do PayPal. PayPal, I love PayPal. All right, most people hate on it at this point, but bro, their payment protection plan is just, it's too good. It's too good. It protects you. You know what I mean? If you're really gonna spend a bag on something, if you're gonna drop some good money on something, personally, I would always go through PayPal, unless your credit card company also has like a really good buyer protection. You know what I mean? So I would usually do PayPal. Now, the thing is, he didn't want PayPal. He said that they only take money order like MoneyGram or Western Union or Zelle. And I was like, all right, that's weird. Like, in my life, MoneyGram, like, unless you're sending it back to the home country, you know what I mean? Unless you like Dominican, you sending money back to DR, you Haitian, you sending money back there, you know what I mean? You CV, you sending money home. Unless it's something like that, like, bro, if somebody's asking you for a payment on that shit, like, it's almost 99.9% of the time a scam, you feel me? So I'm like, all right, fuck that. Like, I'm not doing that. I'd rather do Zelle, because I'm thinking Zelle's through the bank, you know what I mean? I got Bank of America. I should be pretty safe this way. You fool! Still didn't feel comfortable about it, but I was like thinking that, okay, if anything happens, I can get my bread back. Sent the Zelle. And nothing, you know what I mean? He hits me up, he's like, yo, word, I'm gonna work on the samples. Give me a couple days. Go through this whole fucking, bro, he brings me through this whole bullshit, explaining to me how they're gonna make my shit, how the samples is whatever, which is cool. Like, I work with other manufacturers all the time now, so like that makes sense. But bro, like, starts to get to like 2 weeks, no sample. No visual of them doing anything, all right? And sometimes these places are busy, so you know what I mean? Sometimes you might be waiting a month. All right, whatever. Start waiting. Hey, what's the update? You know what I mean? I'm asking them. No response. Or like, hey, buddy, I'll get you a picture soon. You know what I mean? Sample's ready. I'll get you a picture soon. Bro, when I tell you, like, 1 month goes by. Then 2 months. Now I'm getting tight because I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, this shit should not take 2 months to even see something made, bro. Like, to see one thing made just to make it, like, just so I can confirm it and make sure it's right is crazy. Now it's 3 months, 4 months. I'm not getting responses, or every response I'm getting is the same exact thing. Buddy, sample is almost done. I'll send you a picture of it. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, I don't really give a fuck to hear that shit at this point. You know what I mean? Like, we're months deep at this point. I already paid you bread. So then I started looking into it. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? I tried to look into getting my money back from Zelle. Bank of America, they can't do nothing if you send a Zelle. Apparently, that's not protected. So that was definitely my fault. I was just being dumb. Sent that shit. Hey, you know, like I said, you live and you learn. Then I started looking into this company, Apparel Island Manufacturing Group, and bro, they got a couple other bad reviews, all on Reddit of the one place. You know what I mean? Now sometimes, you know what I mean, obviously you gotta take that shit with a grain of salt, but at this point I'm looking for anything that, and these people's experiences are kind of lining up with mine. Bro, both these people are talking about this dude Malik who owns Apparel Island, this bitch that fucked me over, basically. He's out here posting crazy pictures of like Benzes. He's out here posting videos of him shooting these fucking crazy guns. He's out here traveling, going to Dubai and doing some crazy shit, bro. Like, honestly, I fucking hate that dude. I ain't gonna lie. So, if you ever see this guy, if you ever see Apparel Island MFG, honestly, if you ever see something sketchy that just seems too good to be true, bro, it probably is at the end of the day. Yeah, I got scammed. I never got that bread back. Bro, tell me how these dudes texted me 3 months ago. Keep in mind, I ordered this shit in 2020. They texted me maybe 3-4 months ago. Hey, buddy, don't worry. Update on your order coming soon. Like, yo, cuz, bro, I swear I almost broke my phone. I had moved on. Bro. I had taken the L. They had hit me up 3-4 years later talking about, yo, don't worry, we'll give you an update. You fucking serious, bro? 4 years for an update? Bro, give me my bread back, cuz I'm about to fly out to Pakistan and get my bread back myself. It's probably easier that way. To be real with you, at this point, the Pakistani people, I have nothing against y'all. Pakistani manufacturers, especially clothing manufacturers, you will never get my business. Ever. Never. Blame this fat dude Malik right here, his face. There was also another time where I didn't really get scammed. I got my clothes, but they were fucking trash quality. So honestly, I moved past that. We do Portugal and we do China at this point. All ethically sourced, none of that kid shit. You know what I mean? No child slaves and that shit. None of that, bro. You know what I mean? I try to keep my shit as real as possible. They do great work. Shout out to Jessica. Shout out Jan. Shout out Choco. Love y'all. Anyways, yeah, this is basically just a warning. You know what I mean? If any of you guys do stuff out there like that, you do make clothes, you make anything, and you need actual manufacturers, you can hit me up on Instagram. I swear to God, I don't gatekeep at all. Like, I'll give you all the information. I don't charge. This shit's free. You know what I mean? Nobody put me on at the end of the day. Realistically, I had to pay somebody for some manufacturers that ended up fucking scamming me. So I found my own. I spent the bread. I made the samples like this. This is a sample, you know what I mean? This is a sample of a suit. Here, I got the pants right here, you know what I mean? Sample, check, make sure everything's good before I actually order something. So if you guys need the plug, hit me up on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram right here. Tap in, ask me questions. Trust me, I promise you, if I see it, I will answer it. If it's a serious question, don't be out here trolling. But yeah, man, that was the time that I got scammed. And that shit hurt. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely could have used that bread, bro. Like I said, unemployment was hitting, but it wasn't hitting that hard. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that was a fat loss, bro. 5-6 grand, bro, and I ain't never had shit. And that was the first time I was really trying shit like that. Like, oh my God. Big L. Straight up broke my heart, and I will never work with Pakistani manufacturers after that. So, but you know, I'm gonna get my bread back. I'm trying to get my bread back, bro. At the end of the day, I need a refund or something, cause especially you hit me up 4 months later, bro, you're crazy. Get off my phone. Anyways. Stay safe, stay blessed. Like I said, if y'all need any information, don't be afraid to hit me up, tap in. Follow the brand page, Preview Worldwide. Let me know if y'all like the story. Let me know if y'all want to hear some more. I've been through a couple of situations at the end of the day. Some I can't talk about, some I definitely can. So if y'all want to hear some more crazy shit, you want to hear some more weird shit, let me know. And yeah, other than this, back to regularly scheduled shit. More icebergs, more tier lists, more everything. Let me know what you think about the camera quality. It was the first video I shot on my new camera. Stay safe, stay dangerous, get laid. Happy New Year. I'll catch y'all soon. Deuces.